Hello, beautifuls. It's Charlotte here with Dragonfly Soul Healing. So I'm just at the beach because, I've been working all day. I just had a whole day full of magic and getting shit done. And then we had the moon circle tonight, which was powerful and magical as they always are. And, I have been in town for over 12 hours now, and you would think that all I want to do is go home, but I got turned to the lake. And so, as you can see, this magnificent beauty that I get to live by, it's so magical. A lot of things have been happening lately, and I noticed that there was so much energy being released in that moon circle today with everybody. A lot of heavy emotions. There's a lot of things kind of coming to the surface right now for a lot of us. And so I was thinking about that on my drive before I ended up coming this way. And so one of the things that I was thinking about and feeling is how these eclipses really came forward to push our boundaries. Those boundaries that we always let people push just that little bit, and every time that lesson comes to the surface, we take another layer off and we don't put up with it just that little bit more, but we never fully let it go. We never fully step into our boundaries and really stay firm in them. We always find a way to kind of manipulate through it, right? And the biggest thing that's showing up, and I'm seeing it for myself, so I know that I'm not going to be alone in this, is that this eclipse season is giving you the chance to, one, speak that truth. Every time we get into a video, even today, this evening in the ceremony, lots of throat stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff around that's speaking the truth, standing up for yourself, sticking to those boundaries, and letting go of those energies that aren't serving you. Now, these are the same jobs, the same friendships, the family members, the boyfriends, the girlfriends, whoever it is that keeps showing up in your world, whether it's the same people or just the same energy frequency people. You're being asked to really evaluate what you're worth. Now, this is huge. It's a huge thing right now because it's uncomfortable, and I am experiencing it in myself. And this time around, I'm like, I'm not changing this time. I'm really going to stand firm in what feels good for me, what's in alignment for me right now. And not everybody's going to be happy about your decisions, right? Not everybody's going to understand or be okay. And you have to be okay with their uncomfortability. So this is something that you're really being asked to step into this last few weeks here, but even more so now that we have this new moon happening today. So focusing on that chaos that's showing up in your world, what are you being asked? If we can pull out of our spin as a hawk goes flying by, oh yeah, I thought it might have been an eagle. It's pretty big though. What those spins that you're going through, bird distracted here, look at those right now, because those trigger points are the exact thing that we need to heal and work on. Where are your kids making you crazy? What boundaries are they pushing right now? Our children are our best teachers, and it annoys me to even speak it out loud because I know with my own teenager. So what boundaries are being really tested? Where's this chaos showing up? Where are you creating spins in your world that are really asking you to shift the dynamics, shift the way you look at these things, shift the way you act with them. So there's some other things coming forward too. The other thing that I was really seeing, and I'm seeing in all the circles I'm doing, all the clients I'm seeing, all the sessions, the house clearings, all the things, is right now, if you choose to step into your mission, your power, you're willing to move that energy, I'm watching people quantum leap on such a level that I have not seen yet in this lifetime, obviously. So quick. So we can transform if we choose to make that decision. And this is why these big triggers are coming up, because it's time. That final shakeup is here. Can you feel it? I felt it all day today while I was doing all kinds of phone calls and doing my own thing where I'm standing up for myself here and standing in my power and my truth and my rights. And so with that all day adventure, I seen that the old Charla would have just said fuck it and ran away. I was really good at running away. I like running away. It's so easy, guys. But it's only easy until that situation comes back again. Then it's triggering. Then it's shitty. Then we hate life. We want to jump out of body. We want to run away again. We can't keep doing it. And I'm being shown it, and I know that we all collectively go through very similar things all together. And so that means that you're experiencing this too. So where did you not stand up for yourself when you're in those relationships, going back to the same people, knowing, oh, here's a big download that I got, drop some bombs. So there's these people that I would go back to over and over and over again because I wanted to be validated. And in that needing to be validated, every time I sent a message to one of those people that were just, they were not in alignment for me, right? People that couldn't even handle all of the magic that comes out of this mouth, out of this field, from this soul being. Every time I text them, knowing that that was a thing, I was saying, Charla, this is all you're worth. You're only worth somebody that doesn't even know what magic is. You're only worth a shitty lay. You're only worth an emotionless connection. And in that download, though it really sucked in the moment, right? When I seen it, I was like, right, this makes sense. Because every time I did go back into those energies with these different people, I'd be so triggered because the same thing would happen. I knew exactly what would happen when I messaged the people. Didn't matter who it was, right? There's always these patterns and different beings that we go back and forth with, this energy frequency. And I would know exactly what was going to happen. And then when it happened, I was pissed. And then I'd be triggered. I'd go through spin. My girlfriends would have to hear about it. And, you know, bless their little hearts for always listening to me. You know, we need those people to hold that space for us and then call me out. And then they'd bitch slap me. And then I would take a little download and I'd pull away until I didn't feel like I was good enough anymore. And I'd restart the cycle. And so this eclipse season is asking you to stop restarting the cycle. What if this time you decided you're never going to let another narcissist play games with you? Every time you see gaslighting, you're going to at least witness it. Calling it out, it works. I've been having to do it with my new neighbors, but you can only do so much with that energy. It's about being the observer and not being manipulated and tricked. And that narcissist energy has been very prominent in a lot of people's worlds right now because it is a huge thing to fully release. Those that don't believe they're good enough are targets of the narcissists, and we know this. The majority of the people that are light workers and magic do draw those beings in because we've had our magic suppressed for so long that we can no longer understand that energy that's happening in our field. And so it leaves us feeling lost and worthless because we see things and everybody tells us we're crazy. And then we usually, especially us star beings that come for really big missions, we usually sign up for really fucking hard lives because we require a lot of codes. So all of the triggers we have with mom and dad and our siblings, all these things were necessary triggers to make sure you held the codes that you required in this time. So right now, there's a lot of activations ready for you. There's a lot of things that we can clear. When I'm going into the Akashics, I'm wiping out almost half the library because there's so much stuff we don't need anymore. And so when we move that much energy out of your field, not only are we doing the Akashics, but then we're moving everything out of your physical body, your emotional body, and then that soul energetic frequency, and then reprogramming the mind. So we're going on so many layers of healing and wiping the slate clean in many forms. And it's allowing people to feel those triggers in a different way and heal them so much quicker. So if you're feeling that call to really make that change, go find yourself somebody magic to hold that container for you. Get into a circle. These circles I'm holding lately, you don't even know how magic they are until you get there. And it's not going to change. It's going to just get deeper and deeper and deeper. And so you get to decide which bus you're hopping on. You can repeat these cycles. It's totally up to you. But this feels like one of those things where if you choose not to stand in your power and stand in your worth, you've got a solid 10-year cycle coming up. 7 maybe. Some of you could be a little bit less. However, if you choose to repeat these cycles because of the chaos that can erupt depending on the timelines that you're standing on, moving forward, if you choose to stay on these lower timelines, we just got a little bit of a heart opening activation coming in here. If you choose to stay on those lower timelines, then you will see that chaos that's erupting in the world. But if you choose to stand in your power and in your magic and own your shit and jump them timelines, then guess what? You won't even know what's happening in the world because you'll be so busy in the magic, in the healing, and helping people wake up and rise that it won't fucking matter, okay? We can help pull those people out of their spin if we figure out how to do it first. That is your mission. Figure out your shit. That's how you help the people. The people help us figure out our shit, yes. But right now we have literally the most magical doorway open to release and let go and heal this stuff for good. Are you willing to do it? That's the big question, right? Nobody gets to decide that but you. Anywhere where you're making somebody else in the wrong for holding you back, you are not getting it. It's nobody else's fault but your own if you choose to stay, if you choose to repeat the cycle. And I can say it because I literally am living it too, guys, right? I'm having to stand up and do something that's uncomfortable for me, but I don't fucking care anymore. You know why? Because I'm here to do a lot of magical things. And if I keep letting these narcissistic energies hold me back or shut me down or drop me to nothing, what good is it going to do anybody? So I'm running out of camera time because my story of my life. So I'm going to leave you with that. It was just a big rant of what are you doing? Right? Step in that magic. Book the session. Get in on my pendulum course because you can only get the 50% off for a little bit longer. And there's so much magic to it. So allow it to be a thing. I will chat with you guys soon. Take care.